everyone. I'm so excited, ILA. This is like such an amazing opportunity. So as you know, I'm Leslie Russell. I'm the founder and CEO of Next Generation Ministries Independent Learning Academy. And I'm so excited about this opportunity that we're going to get to bring to our students. We are going to get to be able to pilot one of the first programs here. We're going to be partnering with Bethel School of Technology. And so I'm really honored and we're so blessed to be able to have as a guest today Ryan Collins, who is the CEO of the Bethel School of Technology. And we are going to be talking today about what we're bringing to our 8th through 12th grade students. As long as you've had Algebra 2, you are eligible for this amazing new pilot that we're going to be doing. So we're going to be talking about that today and super excited for this opportunity for our students. So welcome, Ryan.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, we're super excited to be working with ILA and excited to be able to launch this program with you guys.
That's so great. So let's talk about it. So what is the Bethel School of Technology all about?
Yeah, so we are the first, I think still only, online Christian coding bootcamp in the world. We exist to equip kingdom-minded believers with the most in-demand tech skills in the world so that they can go get high-paying, high-growth careers in the tech space and serve companies with excellence in both skill and character. So we don't just focus on the tech skills, we focus on the character-building skills that are all based on the Word of God. So we launched in January of 2018, and so we're 4 years old, and it's just been incredible to see what most of our students have little to no tech background before they go through our program. They go through our program, it's 9 months long, it's online, then 3 to 4 months later, they're getting jobs where they're making 60, 70, 80, even over $100,000. It's really incredible to see just the rocket ship growth with our students in less than a year.
That's incredible. So are you kind of like already connected with different corporations for like when they graduate?
Yeah, we do. We're a high touch, high support organization. So we have a career services team that really focus on empowering our students to find the right jobs, reach out to employers, hiring managers, put together just a world-class portfolio. And so we have, our students have gotten hired at IBM, at Dell, at Seattle Children's Hospital. We have a direct partnership with Dave Ramsey and Ramsey Solutions. We have a direct partnership with Accenture, which is one of the leading tech services company in the world. We have a paid apprenticeship program with them. So every company is falling over themselves to find qualified tech talent because to some degree every company now is a tech company.
Yeah.
Whether you're Facebook or Google or IBM, or if you're Chipotle or Bank of America or Cigna, all companies have a strong emphasis on their digital footprint and can't find enough qualified tech talent. So it really is an open door for people to go through our program in an accelerated learning program and then get out and get a job.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
So can you just explain like what we're going to be doing here at ILA, like what this class is all about and what they're going to be learning? Because, tech is pretty broad, like, right, all the different aspects of it that you do, from cybersecurity, right, to, if you could kind of like explain kind of like what exactly it is that you do and then what they're going to be learning here at ILA.
Yeah, absolutely. So, our 4 programs that we focus on at Bethel Tech we start with software development, full stack software development, and then we have data science, we have UI UX design, which is user interface, user experience, everything that you experience with a web application or a website. And then we have cybersecurity as well. For ILA, we have built a specific 3-course program that focuses on the software development side. And really, we've taken the first 2 modules of our full stack software development program and built it into high school courses, which we're very excited about. This has been a dream of ours ever since we started. In fact, the first month that we started back in 2018, we had parents asking us, when are we going to start a high school program? When are we going to, I have a junior that loves tech, or and they really want to go through a program like this. They don't necessarily even want to go to a 4-year school. Could you help us? And so we've always had a passion and a dream for it. It just never felt like it was the right time. And then we met you, and we we've been able to connect with you and started to dream together. And we're like, oh my gosh, we love what you're doing at ILA. So we actually created specifically for ILA, which we feel is actually going to be our pilot for something that we can do across the globe for all high schoolers.
Yes.
Is that those first two courses. Our first course is Coding Structures, which really is kind of an intro into the world of building and hosting websites from scratch. So this gets people in the mindset of a developer, and it's really practical, great skills and learning, just training to have, whether or not you ever actually go into the tech space or not. Like, this is a wonderful, proficiency to have.
Yes.
And so, when it's a 16, that program is a 16-week course. The overall program is 32 weeks long. It's a year long, in conjunction with
our
your schedule. And that first course, Coding Structures, you're going to be able to learn how to build and host a website, which is pretty awesome. Yeah. And then after that, we go into Web Foundations, and that builds off of Coding Structures, and we go into some more detailed front-end theory and application, everything that you kind of navigate on a website. And then when you come out of that program, you're going to have a pretty robust portfolio of web projects that you can actually take into the market if you want to go and become a coder or something or build websites. Like, it's actually something that
they can do that right while they're in high school.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have a student intern on our ILA website right now. One of our high school students is interning on our website.
Yeah, and a lot of our students, by the way, they get jobs at these companies, but then they'll do a side hustle of building websites, and they'll make $30,000-$40,000 off of that alone. So whether or not you ever get into the tech space or not, it's a wonderful it's a wonderful thing to have in your tool belt.
Totally.
Because it spans every single area of enterprise.
That's so important. So like, whether you want to just have it just so you're aware and you can just talk the language of it, or if you really want to go into it and see it all the way through and graduate, and we talked about earlier about doing the dual enrollment and that opportunity with ILA. So it's just a win-win all the way around to be able to do it. So you had mentioned that there's also a faith-based component of it with leadership, because when you're learning this, you want to go out there and be an influencer. You want to be able to be a reformer in this whole industry, and to be a bright light for Christ. And so can you kind of talk about the leadership component of the class?
Honestly, Leslie, I think that's our secret sauce. So, in addition to the tech skills, the hard skills that we teach students, we teach them what it looks like to have brave communication in the workplace. What does a culture of honor look like? What does establishing healthy relationships and community look like? What does accountability and nobility in the workplace look like? These are all kingdom values. But these are also the same types of character building skills that companies are investing millions of dollars to improve their workplace culture. So we actually have a seat at the table at some of the leading tech companies in the world, not only because of the tech skills training, but I think even more importantly because we're one of the first and only coding schools that is intentionally focused on those soft skills. And they're all kingdom values. We all know those as kingdom values. Yeah. And I love that, because kingdom values, when represented in authenticity, should be attractive to everyone, everywhere. Yeah. And so whether or not these companies can align with our faith or not, they do value the fact that we are going after these character building skills. So we are going to teach those. We call it a revival group. We're going to teach those as part of this program with ILA.
This is so cool. And this dovetails exactly with our new program, which is KEYS, and I've mentioned that in our newsletters, and that stands for Kingdom Enterprises for Youth and Students, based on Matthew 16:19. And just to be able to have someone like yourself, you guys are running in that lane, that's what you do, and to have the faith-based component to it, and be able to be training up our students to be in launching them out into this field. It's so super exciting. And it's going to be available at our ILA OC campus, in addition to all of our campuses. We're going to have 10 campuses by this fall. And so this will be available online. It's going to be live online classes where the professor will be teaching live, and there's going to be also a lab component, right, where they're going to have a breakout group, a virtual breakout group, which will be the lab component.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be 2 days a week, 3 hours a week. The first hour is going to be instructor-led, like an instructor workshop, and then the last 30 minutes is going to be a lab where we're answering questions, which is so awesome. Our whole program is high touch, high support. Historically, we've had an 80% job hire rate for our students 3 to 4 months after they graduate, and an 80% retention rate. And I really think that goes back to the high level of touch that we have and support for our students. We don't just throw them this information for them to fend for themselves. We have multiple touch points, and so this really speaks to that as well. So they're not just going to be in front of a computer screen pushing play. They're going to be interacting virtually, but also but live with an instructor and a mentor, so that they can learn the way that they need to learn.
That's so great. And so let's kind of talk about as they let's say if they're a freshman or a sophomore, they've taken Algebra 2, they're totally eligible to take this class. For our juniors and seniors who take it, there's an opportunity actually for dual enrollment, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's going to be some people that go through this program that it's just really, it's just a good experience, and it's something to put on the resume, which is fantastic. There's going to be others that it's going to ignite a flame in them, and they're going to be like, this is where I want to go. This is my path. This is my, this is where I want to make a career out of. And so for those individuals, if they want to go through our full scale software development program, our full stack software development program at Bethel Tech, we'll do a dual enrollment program so that they can take their ILA high school courses, but also go through our program, so that once they graduate, that they have a Bethel School of Technology certificate, which that they can get a job with. And we've had over the last 2 years, we've really seen a shift in a lot of seniors who just recently graduated from high school going into our program, whereas where we started out, it was more of like the 25, 30-year-old that was pivoting a career. But especially when COVID kind of shut things down for a lot of universities. I'll give you an example. We had a student out of Alabama, 19 years old, just graduated high school, was going to go to a university. It was shut down because of COVID, so he was forced to take a gap year, decides to go to Bethel Tech, goes through the program, just crushes it in 9 months. Then 3 months later, after he graduated, he gets a job for $65,000.
Wow,
and it's so cool, and he was so good at it. And what we see is our 18, 19-year-olds, this is like second nature. It's so intuitive to them.
So true.
Most of our students have little to no tech background before they go through our program, but for the younger generations, they have just been fully immersed in technology, that whether they realize it or not, they do have a tech background. So they just get it. It's just logical for them. So I could see a lot of ILA students just really coming alive with this program and crushing it, and then going and getting a job, and not having to spend 4 years and $250,000 on a degree. But if they want to continue, if they want to persist and get their degree, our program actually transfers anywhere from 18 to 27 college credits into a university degree. So you're saving time and money that way too.
That's so good. It's amazing. Like, this is an exciting time to be in education. It's just changing so much. There's so much innovation, and we've been doing it for 10 years, and we're like going to the next level, where I'm like so excited, like, to go to the next mountaintop with like innovation and everything that we're doing. And so it's really exciting to be able to partner with you guys and wanting to do the same thing with Bethel School of Technology, and just so excited. Thank you so much for being here today, and this opportunity for ILA to partner with you guys. It's going to be really great.
Thank you so much. It's really just a blessing to us, and a dream that's coming into fruition, being able to partner with you and to get these courses to high school students. I really think it's going to be a game changer for a lot of high school students that have an aptitude and a passion for technology.
Yeah, that's so good. Okay, you guys, come on, ILA Fall 2022. So super excited. So thank you, Ryan, so much for being here.
Yeah.